Hey, what up, YouTube, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever decided to tune in this time, welcome. Well, just to recap, last time I talked about what needs to be done for my people. Just very briefly, a call to action, a charge per se. It wasn't a deep dive analysis into everything that's going on, but it was just a calling card, a beseeching of my fellow brothers, that be black men. It was really directed towards you because God works through the man and the woman with it. If they came to listen, I support that too. But there is a hierarchy. It goes God, Jesus, man, woman, children. That's how it's supposed to be. And that's as it says in 1 Corinthians 11, if I'm not mistaken. But I digress. Here I am, back with a second video, and only about 13, 14 hours. So I'm trying to give you guys some different content. Now, bear with me now. I understand it's not the greatest of quality, and with time, more support, more money to spruce things up and tidy things up and make it look nicer and polish it up, it's gonna look better. But right now, it's you're here purely for the content, so hopefully I can deliver that for you. So now that we recapped last time, and I kind of gave you some insight into what my last video was about, go check that out. 7.5 minutes long. I said it'd be 5. I saw that even if you have 4 subscribers, which when I made the video I actually had 2, and I doubled my subscribers, well, that's a plus. 2 subscribers, you'll still find trolls, and that's okay. I welcome all. I'm really talking to the black man. I'm talking to the disenfranchised man that happens to be that man of color, because that's who we need to rally up to be leaders. I know on Facebook, I live in Arizona, there's a Black Men's Arizona Leadership group, and so I want to take my own spin on that and, speak directly to the people. Now, I don't want this video to go too long, so I'm going to get it going. The introduction's over. This is Campus Guy. Background on that is kind of a segue into what I'm going to talk about in this video. So the background to my name, my YouTube handle, is actually, I think the kindergartners were trying to call me Campus Guide when I used to work at Estrella, Kyrene de la Estrella in Ahwatukee, Arizona, Phoenix for you, suburb of Phoenix for you, those of you that aren't from Arizona. And this adorable little girl, who I won't mention because I don't have permission, but she was always calling me Campus Guy. And so all of her classmates in kindergarten started calling me Campus Guy. So the name stuck. And that made me feel like that was my stamp of approval, that name from the kindergartners. And that touched my heart to have them be trusting of me and paying attention to me enough, and I had enough impact for them to give me a nickname, and it was so cute. But anyway, I'm gonna use that to segue into, I've been working in the public education system for 5 years, so I've seen a lot. I've worked with all age groups, all different types, gen ed, sped. I've been in behavioral rooms, ED rooms, CCDS, which is a cross-categorical developmental delay sensory. Cross-categorical developmental delay sensory. So I've had a lot of experience with children and students from preschool all the way up to high school. I just finished my 2nd year at Tempe, being a paraprofessional, working with the SPED group. And it's been quite an experience. I've also been coaching basketball for 2 years over at Tempe High School uh, in Tempe, Arizona, right off of ASU's campus. Can't miss it if you drive down the road from ASU's main campus in Tempe. So I said all that to say this. First of all, I want to pay issuance to those families that were affected by that shooting in Texas. That was horrible. That is a testament of these perilous times we live in. And people have been making jokes about thoughts and prayers. My prayers do go. My prayers do include those people for comfort and for God to move on their behalf. At the end of the day, there's nothing I can do. I'm not here to talk about the gun control and gun laws and this and that. But I will say briefly that the problem is not what guns people they're getting their hands on, and some people might not like that. The problem really is what are we doing to empower people that are disenfranchised to the point that they're willing to do that? Are we paying attention to why people are doing what they're doing? Or are we just throwing out knee-jerk reactions and trying to fix a problem that is a little bit more nuanced than I'm allowed to carry an AR-15 as opposed to carrying a semi-automatic pistol as opposed to carrying a, one-shot pistol. It doesn't matter. People are going to die if we don't solve the problem of why people are becoming so violent. It's not about the weapon that's being used. Because that Las Vegas shooting from a couple of years ago, that gun that dude was using was not legal, and he killed a lot of people. How did he get his hands on that? So criminals and people that want to do these, insanely violent and detestable things, totally egregious, they're going to get their hands on whatever they need to be able to harm people and take people out. So we have to remember that. But anyway, I'm going to let this video run for a couple of more minutes, so I'm going to make this quick. My experience, this will be part 1, and I'll do a part 2. I'll say if I get 500 views, 50 likes, then I will make a part 2 to this video. So 2 minutes, here we go. 10 minutes is long, I know, but bear with me. So getting back to the whole experience I had. In all my experience, I learned that young people, who are our future, by the way, in case anybody didn't know, I worked with this one girl that try to fight against it. Oh, they're not the only future. There's other future. I'm like, what is this girl talking about? You can build up the greatest empire in the world. I know you don't want to have children, and that's your problem. That's your prerogative. Maybe it's not a problem. Maybe that's just your prerogative. Whatever. The whole point is that you can build up a great empire, do all these great things, garner all this fame and wealth and money, and then die. And then who's going to take over it? Somebody else. The children that are coming up is going to go to somebody else. That's the whole point. So getting back to what I was talking about, being in this 5 years, I've learned that these children, they need consistency. They need a strong foundation. And that foundation has been flattened due to the fact that people that have been raised and have been coming up in the millennial age and some of the, Gen Xers, they have brought about this influence. And I'm not blaming it all on them. But a lot of these children are children of millennials, and Gen Xers raised those millennials, so there is a correlation. In mass, there's not enough care being given to these children, and I can see it. I've seen it firsthand. That's the biggest problem. That's what we got to solve. We got to figure out, how do we get these children to be raised right? How do we slow down and teach people to choose their relationships carefully and choose who they procreate with carefully, so that these problems don't persist. It starts with the man. It starts with the man understanding who he's going to give his seed to, and really planning that out, going down and writing down what he wants in a wife, and trying to figure out who do I want to be the mother of my children, and how are we going to raise the children together as a unit, as one cohesive unit, man and woman coming together to become one flesh. How are they going to raise children in a way that's going to benefit society, to the point where they're teaching their children how to think, not what to think, so they don't lump themselves into this groupthink society, this groupthink society that all operates as a monolith of ridiculous woke ideas that don't really work and are not applicable. They make us feel right. Oh, okay. They make us feel safe. Oh, I'm in a safe place. Well, let me give a wake-up call before I end this video. The truth is not a safe place. It's not a place to make you feel comfortable. It cuts, and it convicts you, and either you go one way or the other. Either you adhere to that truth, stick to it, and live a better life, or you run away from it and you become one of these clickety-clack woke keyboard warriors, keyboard philosophers that run around trying to tell everybody what's right and what's wrong, and how woke and virtue signaling they are, so they can put you down. But at the end of the day, they don't know nothing. But anyway, I'll talk more about my experience with the school system and what I think we need to do better. And I'll give a part 2. I'll go into a little bit more depth about what happened in Texas and how we can avoid more situations like that, and kind of where society's going. But comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to hear from me. Give me your opinion. Whether you agree with me or not, I'm going to welcome it. I welcome all the trolls. I welcome all the supporters. I welcome all the haters. I welcome all people from all different walks of life with different mindsets. But this video ran way too long, so I'm not going to cut it. This is uncut. I'm just going to let y'all decide, and I appreciate you for viewing the video. I'll put all my information in the description. So if you want to talk to me further, you can go find me on social media. But anyway, that's all from Campus Guy. I'm checking out. Y'all have a good rest of your day. And once again, 50 likes, 500 views. I'll make a part 2. Y'all give me your comments and thoughts on what you think I should say or cover in the next video. But anyway, it's been real. Hopefully I can start to pick up steam so I can reach more people. I'm just about reaching the people and try to give them the truth. So, peace, love, and righteousness from the Most High. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.